How I scaled a clothing brand from scratch using just TikTok Shop, and how you can as well. Before we start, my name is Andre and I am a TikTok Shop guru. I made my first $1 million when I was 18 years old, and I've been able to replicate that every single year since. Now, today, I am going to show you how to start a clothing brand from scratch, from zero, and market it to a ultra successful clothing brand without spending money, just like you need to usually on traditional dropshipping and clothing brands. So, I made my money was through dropshipping and e-commerce and branding my products, selling the stores, rinse and repeat. But I wanted to tackle the problem of making a clothing brand. I really thought the idea was really good because I was seeing people like Young LA making 200 to 300,000 a day in revenue from their clothing brand. So I decided to make my own, and let me just talk about it. So basically, I did a clothing brand called ASO, and these are some of the packages right here. It's very nicely designed, ASO, and I have a bunch of them right here. And it started with just a idea and a dream, and I was able to have this up and running within a month using my method. But I want to tell you a better method that you don't need to do all this extra stuff. You'll get to this point whenever you get to this stage, but to get to this point, it was actually very cheap and easy. So let's talk about it. So you want to make a clothing brand. The first thing you should do, and the first thing that's the biggest problem with clothing brands, is having a good product and then getting people to want to buy it, because that's the two questions. How do you get people to buy it, and why would they buy it, right? And also the fulfillment process. How are you going to do it? Are you going to have the clothing in your house, or are you going to drop ship it from a cheap print on demand company, which no one wants that? Well, to build it for longevity, this is the video for you. So basically, these are my ASO clothings. I have the bag customized, I have a tag in the middle inside, and the t-shirts. Now, this exact piece of clothing, it took me 60 different suppliers to find the favorite one, my best one. And once I found that, I ordered a mock. But to do that yourself without money, it's very easy. So this is my clothing right here. I'll give you an example. It looks like this. ASO on the front, and it's very stretchy material. It's made out of nylon and spandex, so there's no polyester, and it fits very nice, and it's very cold and silky and soft, and it's very sick. Now, the thing is with that is that you don't need to get to that point. So to do a clothing brand correctly, the first thing you want to do is to come up with an idea. The idea needs to be very unique, and that's going to take you the most time. That took me the most time, honestly, was the idea. Once you have an idea, what you need to do is go to Photoshop and start sketching out some logo designs, or you can go to ChatGPT. It can make you some really good ideas. Then you can recreate it in Photoshop, make it free, or you could just pay. You can go to Fiverr as well and find people that will make your ChatGPT idea into a reality. Or you can go to Fiverr Logo Maker. It's like a website that is owned by Fiverr, and you tell it your idea and it makes you logos that are really cool. You can use that, or you can use Brand.io. That one is also a really good one for making logos, and ChatGPT, obviously. With those three, you have a good logo idea in mind. Then you got to design your shirts. That I can't really help you with. That's all up to you. It doesn't really matter. Take your creativity to the max and take inspiration from your favorite clothing brand and make your own, or just hire a designer on Fiverr, Upwork, whatever, and make you some ideas. That's gonna be the most important part, because ideas and designs will sell on its own if it's good enough. So find time and make time to really perfect that part, is having a good drop. Now, the clothing, what is it gonna be on? Once you have your logo, once you have your designs, what's next? Well, you need to find the actual clothing. So my personal favorite that I'm going to recommend to you is podpartner.com, and it is a very, very good one. Now, they are better than any other print-on-demand company out there, and I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I wish I was, but they have a large selection of catalog, and they have really, really high quality clothing. They have actual heavyweight hoodies you want. They have the actual heavyweight t-shirts you want. They have joggers, they have jackets, they have so much stuff, and it's very high quality. Now, once you find your clothing, design whatever your design was, put it on your t-shirt, order a sample, bring it home. Do that with all your designs. I would recommend taking 1 to 2 shirts and 1 shorts, 1 pants, or something like that, whatever you want to do, but don't huge drop a bunch of different ideas. Stick to a few, then have them sampled in and send them home. Once you have that, then if you like your designs and you're happy with your clothing and you want to start selling it, the next step is to start selling. So TikTok Shop, set up a TikTok seller account. That's free. all you do is go to tiktokseller.com, make an account. I've had the best luck with using my passport. Use your passport or your ID, make an account. You have to be 18 or older in the US, citizen. And once you do that, TikTok seller account, you get approved for TikTok seller. Then you file your tax information, which is asking for your full social, and then you sign your name. That's it. Once you're approved and on TikTok shop, the next thing you should do is to link an account. So make a brand new TikTok account on your phone and then link it with your TikTok seller. So at the top right of your seller account, it'll say accounts, link account. Scan the QR code using the TikTok app on the new account. Scan it, it'll link it. If it says needs a verification first, go to your brand new TikTok account, go to your notifications, go to system settings, and there will be a brand new thing which says verify your identity. Verify your identity on the TikTok app, on the TikTok account on your phone. Then retry to link it with your QR code. You'll have a TikTok account linked. Now, what did you do? You have a TikTok seller account. You have a phone. You have a TikTok account link. On that TikTok account that's brand new, you should have a new catalog and you should have a shop tab. Now, the next step is the fun part. It's linking these products, your samples, to your store so people can actually buy them. So what I recommend is if TikTok doesn't have the Pod Partner app yet, then that's one thing. But you go to your TikTok seller dashboard on your computer, you go to the apps and services, look up Shopify, install the app, make a Shopify app website first. Website, shopify.com, and then make an account, issue $1 for 3 months or something. And then once you have that, then link it to your TikTok shop. And then what you do is on Shopify, you add the app Pod Partner, and then you're going to link Pod Partner to Shopify. Very easy. You just log in, select the products, the sampled ones that are selected already, the catalog, select them, and then have them in your Shopify site. Then if someone buys it from your site, it's going to order it directly on Pod Partner and ship it to your customer because you already customized the right clothing that you wanted, right? So now that you have Shopify and Pod Partner, which is your supplier, linked, then you link your Shopify to TikTok shop seller. So on TikTok shop, you add the app Shopify, link them, log in, and then do the linking process where it links everything together. Then whenever you get an order on TikTok shop, it's going to directly go to Shopify. From Shopify, it goes to Pod Partner. It's going to order your t-shirt. Then it's going to send the tracking number to Shopify to TikTok shop. I made it really simple. It's actually very in-depth, and I can make a whole tutorial about how to do this step-by-step, hour-long video. If you want, just comment it below. But once you do that, you link it together. Then add the products. If you already added the products through Pod Partner, then it should show up on TikTok shop. So then you go to TikTok shop, and if it didn't, go to TikTok shop seller, go to the products, add the products one by one manually, just adding the product, pictures of it, description, size, all that stuff, and then you're good to go. Then you relink it with Shopify, and then boom. So once that's linked up, all you do is got to make content for it. That's very easy. Go on TikTok on your new account, go look up t-shirts, TikTok shop. You'll see a bunch of videos that are viral that are selling t-shirts. Copy the ideas, make your own videos with the shirts, find a friend, film some videos, and then that's simple. Once you find the winning formula for your videos and you're selling out your content, you're selling out your videos, your t-shirts are selling, you're doing really well. Then you get to my point that I'm at. Well, you have a good capital and you go to Alibaba, you find a bunch of suppliers for t-shirts, and then you find a bunch of samples, order them, find your favorite, and then order in bulk. I paid $5 shipped for each shirt. Anything more could be a ripoff, so don't be good at negotiating. But once you do that, you have a bunch of shirts, then you can go to look up on bags. On Alibaba, you can find bags, customize the bags how you want. Then you can do tags, order that all to your house. Bags, I think 0.1 cent per bag, I think. So really cheap. It was like $60 for 10,000 or something. It was a lot. And then same with tags, that was really cheap. Then go to Amazon, buy a label printer because there's no ink. Then you just buy a bunch of those packets that stick, and that's it. Then once you get to my point, you'll switch your TikTok shop shipping settings to seller shipping to TikTok shipping, meaning that whenever you get an order, TikTok pays for shipping. They pay 80% of it, so it's like $2 of shipping. And then you just print the label out, ship the products out, just like that. Very simple, but I will give you an in-depth tutorial if you want to do that actually, and if you're getting lost at any point. We also have a full in-depth tutorial already filmed on my DDU, Digital Knowledge University, which is the first link in my bio. where you can join, and I teach you how to do this step by step. Also how to make a supplement brand as well as a clothing brand. And I go through everything, making a logo, making designs, ordering everything, linking everything together, making it all automatic, making videos, etc. So I have a full in-depth tutorial on my link in bio. But this point is very fun, honestly. So once you do that, you can push out more styles, come out with different drops, and then at one point you can migrate everything over to a Shopify website, an entire store, where people go to your store to buy stuff, scale it up, have your top winning videos on TikTok Shop that got you the most sales, turn them into ads, and then run those videos as ads on Facebook ads or TikTok ads, fill all that through over to your Shopify site, sell that out. It's an entire thing, but it's very, very possible, especially if you really want to do this. This is gonna be a lot of dedication and a lot of work, but I will tell you, a clothing brand is actually really fun, and you control all of it. And the profit margins are insane because I sell these for $35 and I get them for 5 shipped. Like I said, it's like $30 profit per sale. Sell 100 a day, that's $3K a day in profit, and that's a lot of money a month, $90K a month. If you want to get into this exact same thing, link in my bio. But if not, that is exactly what I do and what I did to start from zero. Because when you're doing drop shipping on demand style, you're not spending money on the clothing only once they buy it, which means you don't have to do this first, which is like buying in bulk and then trying to sell it, not testing it out. The way that I just explained, you are able to test out different designs and find out what works the best before you spend your money on buying in bulk, and it saves a lot of money. So I would recommend you do that. Very simple. And again, this is very fun. And if you always wanted to make your own clothing brand just like I did, I think it's a very, very good start. And I have another friend who does a clothing brand as well. This is Dreamerland, and he did the same thing, and they're crushing it now, making like 80K a month from a clothing brand. And maybe you haven't heard of that brand, but they're making a lot of money. And you can use tools like shophunter.io to look up different sites of clothing brands that are using Shopify as their platform, and you can see how much they're making a day, a month, a week. I recommend everyone do that to just get motivation to see how much money these clothing brands actually make, and it's ridiculous. And with TikTok Shop here, that's why I'm even making this entire thing, because TikTok Shop is the best because you don't need to spend any money on ads to sell out. So, and it gets the most advanced scale. You can run ads to a different website which collects their emails and numbers, and then you can build an email and number list. But once you get to that point of collecting emails and numbers, then it's also very, very easy because you already have a base clientele of people who you know will buy your clothing, and return customers and repeat customers are the best way to blow up on clothing brands. So if you like this video, please subscribe. And again, if you want to see my full in-depth tutorial, first link in my bio, and I'll see you in the next one.